Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to train stubborn glutes. Something that has seriously helped me as a quad dominant person to get my glutes activated, get them fired up, get them involved in whatever exercise I'm doing. We don't want our glutes to just lay back, relax, let our quads and our hamstrings do all the work and then just do nothing. Because if we're trying to train glutes, we want them to be there, we want them to be present, we want them to be activated, we want them to be lifting the weight up. So the biggest thing that's helped my glutes just become more activated and just involved in the exercises I'm doing is glute activation. Seriously, if you are quad dominant, hamstring dominant, I've actually not heard of many hamstring dominant people, but if your glutes just aren't working as they should, they're just being super stubborn, they're just being lazy basically, do some glute activation and I promise you, during your workout, they will be activated, okay? Whether they want to or not, they will be. I'm going to show you all my favorite activation exercises, and what I want you guys to do is choose 3 of these exercises I'm going to show you and do them before every single leg day. You can then switch them up and then change them around, maybe just experiment with different ones, see which ones you like better. I'm going to categorize these activation exercises into 2 different sort of sectors. One section is going to be for your gluteus maximus, so that's like the main big chunk of the booty, and the other one is going to be for your gluteus medius, so that's the side of your glutes, the stuff that you do this with. I would say to choose 2 of the gluteus maximus section and then 1 of the gluteus medius section, and that should add up to 3 obviously, because 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, make sure you're subscribed. Click the subscribe button, okay? It's red for a reason, it means click. And also follow me on Instagram because I post a lot more like sort of fitness content and just a mix of everything over there. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, roll the clips. So the first exercise is frog pumps. I love this one. I really feel like it just gets the glutes in the right place, if you know what I mean. So you want to put your feet together. This looks very odd, I'm not gonna lie, it does look strange. Maybe do it in like a corner or something if you don't want your private bits to be exposed to the rest of the gym. The next exercise is a normal hip thrust. I would usually use a bench that's much higher than this, like the same height as my knees really. However, they didn't have any available at this gym that I was in, so I just got a small one. But if your gym does have a slightly bigger step, then definitely go for a step that's a similar height to your knees. Make sure you keep your head looking forward as well, don't let it fall backwards. So the next exercise, I'm just pushing the bench away here. What are you doing, Bella? Okay, get to it. So this is just glute bridges. I love these. These are my probably all-time favorite for glute activation. They're really, really great. Make sure though your back is straight against the floor. Don't curve your back loads. Make sure when you're on the floor that it basically like hits the floor as well, because if you let your hips tilt almost forwards and there's a huge gap under your back, that will actually put more strain onto your back and less onto your glutes. So make sure you're doing as I'm doing in this and just keeping your back very, very straight. So next up, we're just doing kickbacks. You can either do this standing up or on all fours like I am here. There's 2 different places you can put your band. Here I'm just putting the band sort of below one knee and then with my leg, and the other one you can actually put your band closer to your foot and then do the same thing. However, when you do put it closer to your foot, you are putting a little bit more strain on your other leg as well. So there's those 2 ways that you can do it basically. I prefer the first way personally, that's just where I feel it the most, I guess, but it just depends on the person, so I gave the 2 different options. But the next exercise is single leg glute bridge, and these are also great. They target your hamstrings a little bit more than the original glute bridge, but they're still a great exercise to activate the glutes. All of these exercises that I'm showing you that I'm doing with the resistance band or body weight are not going to like massively grow your glutes. They're simply going to be really good to activate your glutes so that when you do go into your weighted exercises, they are kind of awake and alert and ready to go. So we want to grab the resistance band again, put it around your knees. This is basically the standing version of the lying kickback. So you're just gonna find a cute little wall, find a wall, hold yourself up against it, and do the exact same thing as we just did with the lying kickback, but we're just standing instead. You can do either one and they both work the same. However, I do find that with the standing one, it's much easier to keep the band sort of where it's supposed to be and not having like it riding down or up or wherever, because you can simply hold it on your other leg. So this next section is all of the gluteus medius exercises for activation. This one's really great. You just step in and out with the band around your ankles. If you don't have a resistance band, you can't really do this exercise. It won't really work the same. I really recommend getting a resistance band if you're going to do activation, because it will really help you out a lot. So the next one is just a lateral leg raise. Again, I'm using the wall for support. Really simple, straightforward exercise. Make sure you slightly bend your knees a little bit. I do find that that helps and makes it easier to do. And after that, we're doing some crab walks. This is basically just walking like a little crab, back and forth. That's pretty much all we're doing. Make sure you're not taking like tiny little stances though. You want to be taking significant steps, not like small tiny ones. Otherwise you won't really be like working with the resistance band. There won't really be a point of it being there, if that makes sense. So this is a really simple one as well. You're basically sitting down. You can have your feet either together or apart. It really just depends on how you feel it most, really. And you just simply open and close your legs. Again, kind of a funny looking one, but who cares, you know? We ain't in the gym to be the cutest person there. We're in the gym to get some serious gains, and then we can look cute elsewhere. And then this one's another really good one. It's just called the CLAM. I do really like this one. However, I do find that the arm that I'm leaning on gets very tired. So I don't do many of these, but they are very good as well. Again, just hold the tension when you're doing this exercise. Don't just let your legs like come together super quickly. Otherwise, you're defeating the purpose of having a resistance band there. Just make sure you're doing it slow and controlled. You can do this exact same thing, but lying down, which is definitely the one I prefer, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lazy sometimes and my arm just gets a little bit tired from sort of holding myself up, so you can definitely do that one too. And then the last one, this is quite a tiring one, because again, you're holding yourself up, but you're just simply lifting your leg up and down, which will do the same. You can also add a long resistance band if you want to, but you don't have to with this one. Glute activation will seriously do wonders for training stubborn glutes because you're activating them before your workout begins. So when you do a compound lift, let's say for example squats or deadlifts or something like that, your glutes will then perform a lot better because they've already been activated through isolation movements, which actually really helps them to engage in bigger compound lifts and any other exercise that you do after, basically. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I really appreciate that, and it helps us blossom and grow into a beautiful channel. So make sure you click subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye!